Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm making tagliatelle bolognese. So let's start cooking. So I'm using store-bought tagliatelle today. This is the tagliatelle I'm using. And I've got my water on the stove and it's busy on the boil. And I'm just going to season it with a little bit of salt. Just going to give that a mix. Just seasoning the water, and I'm going to let this come to a boil. We're going to cook our pasta for exactly 8 minutes and allow it to drain. So my water has come to a boil. Ready to add our pasta. And I'm using half a pack today. And this is really my Desi style bolognese. You can use tagliatelle, penne, or even spaghetti. And I call it Desi girl because this I'm using 2 cans of the Indian style tomato, and it's got coriander and spices, curry leaves already in it, and we're going to be adding more coriander. So we're using 2 cans of that today. So I'm just going to let this cook for exactly 8 minutes and then we're going to drain. So this is the pasta cooked after 8 minutes, and I've drained it and I've left some of the pasta water in there. So I'm just going to set this aside and get our bolognese pot ready. So I'm using a non-stick pot today and my flame on high, and we're using some garlic infused ava oil. That's about 80 ml, and I'm going to wait for that to heat up slightly. So the oil is almost ready, and I've got 1 large red onion that I've grated and a small chili diced or sliced. We're just going to add this in. Then I'm using dry freeze curry leaf. That's about a heaped teaspoon. And I'm just going to let this cook for about 3 minutes. So our onions is now cooked. I'm going to be adding a teaspoon of freshly ground ginger and garlic. Just going to give this a mix. And then I have my dry spices. I've got half a teaspoon of crushed chili, even teaspoon of mild curry powder, 1/4 teaspoon of tumeric, half a teaspoon of ground cumin, and half a teaspoon of ground coriander powder. Just going to put that in there. Just going to give this a mix. And then we're ready to add our Indian style tomato. So we're just going to add a can for now and the other can later. Just going to give this a mix. And just let this cook for 2 minutes while I get the mince ready. So tomato has been cooking for about 2 minutes. This is 500 grams of lamb lean mince, which we're going to add. And then I've got some chopped coriander because we want those flavors to absorb. Just going to give this a mix. And I'm using steak and chop seasoning. You could use salt. And just giving this a mix. This is going to cook for exactly 10 minutes. And then we're going to be ready to serve. Just going to cover with the lid and let it cook. So our mince has been cooking for 10 minutes and it's now cooked. And I'm adding some of my homemade chutney, but this is optional, just to boost the flavor. And now we're ready to add our pasta. Just going to loosen this pasta and give it a good mix. And I'm going to let this cook for 2 minutes and then we're ready to serve. So guys, our Desi style bolognese is now ready to serve. Thanks for watching. Please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And remember to share until our next video. Take care. Bye bye.